So, it's been a while since I've posted on YouTube. Fair to say, stuff has changed. I left Romania after about 2 weeks. It didn't work out in Romania. Sometimes things don't work out. The reality of the situation was that, I lost my job. At the time I was quitting smoking, and yeah, let's just say I got a bit too energetic. And then but boss sacked me. But either way, I'm glad I'm out of that job. Factory job. If you've worked them, you understand. You don't want to be there. I'd rather be broke than work a factory job, to be honest. But life update. So basically, currently, I've got my own place. Paying rent. I'm renting this place. I'm back in UK. Moved out my parents' house. I've been here for probably coming up to 2 months now. Probably about 2 months, and yeah, I actually like it. I'm not like in my hometown, but I'm close to my hometown. A town, 20, 30 minutes away. So I'm still sort of local, but yeah, it's all right. I don't mind it. We'll go get to these certain situations. I'm just glad to have more independency. To be honest, I'm 21, moved out. It's a start. It's not gonna be forever. But basically, I'm here, living by myself now, and working a job. You got to pay the bills somehow. I'm not always going to be working, I'm always going to be working, definitely, but obviously for myself, that's the goal. But you got to work your situation. You got to humble yourself at times. This is how it is. It's easy to buy into the hype of wanting to become successful, and I'm still going to hold that vision. But you got to humble yourself. So working a job, living by myself now, just making the savings, living. I started MMA. I'm now doing MMA. I've been training that for about probably 5-6 weeks now. Loving it. I'm gonna lock in on this. Trust me. I think this might be one of the things that I am going to stay consistent, and basically it's going to be one of those things that I hold with myself. I think, like when I become successful. I'm not even going to put a depiction on becoming successful, because really becoming successful is just, to me, it's just getting to my best self in all areas, and just like striving away from the person I once was to like a new person. And I'm already getting close to that, But yeah, so currently I'm just working, getting the savings, working on driving, because I'm still not driving. My focus was not on getting that done. Yeah. But goals is to basically, for the rest of this quarter two, second quarter of this year, is to just get a savings, get my fitness up, gain more weight. Currently weighing at like 76 kg, and yeah, just work towards getting my driving done. And now I'm gonna be back on the posting content, and I'm trying to get closer to God again, because I haven't been consistent. And yeah, obviously my life's been a bit up and down since then, But yeah, either way, just an update video. Back on my journey. If you've watched my other videos, which is probably unlikely because they ain't got the most views, but if this is all consistency, I journal or have journaled, but That's something that I wasn't consistent with since Romania. But yeah, now I'm back onto it. It's got all my tasks down for the day. This is one of them, you know, post on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. So here I am doing that. And yeah, I'm not going to say what I'm going to do. I'm just going to do it and show you, you know. And then like I'll just say what I've done instead of saying what I'm going to do, because that just builds dopamine and it's just all fake, you know. Nothing's real until it's been put into reality, into action. So, you know, that's just something I've learned. It's too easy. It's too easy to talk. Yeah, talk is cheap, as I say. That was really full. That was literally full. All fucking hell. That was full all the way to the top. But yeah, I'm just gonna document myself on here again. It's a good way. It's a good way to build consistency and build trust. You know, and it will pay off. You know. So yeah, here I am, Mitchell Mills, 21 years old, doing better. You know, physique is okay. Trying to get to like 80 kg. I'll get there soon enough. MMA's I'm gonna get consistent on. Just ordered some fighting gear. You know, gloves, pads, shit like that. That's coming tomorrow. So yeah, that's going to be for true lock-in. Just been using like the equipment at the gym, but I thought, you know, I'll buy my own stuff. But yeah, it's good. I feel like more of a man at the minute. You know, I feel like you only really actually become a man when you sort of do leave a parent's house, because until then you are still sort of a boy, unless like obviously there's certain ways to go around it. But I just feel like really to be a man, you full dependency is number one, or definitely up there. And I've got that in a minute, you know. I've got to feed myself. I've got to make sure that I'm working. I've got to make sure that I'm staying fit, looking after myself, you know. And if you ain't doing that, you're just gonna fall. So that's what I'm working on. But yeah, I'm gonna work on this. Get the YouTube going again. Not sure how I'm gonna do it, but of course, just consistency, action, and I'll figure out along the way. But either way, it's quite healing to talk to yourself like this. It's quite healing. You know, it's easy to do also. Like you're just talking to yourself really. Soon enough, I'll be talking to actual people, but yeah, I mean, it's talking to yourself. But either way, do you know what? I'll put some purpose to these videos. I will put my, yeah, soon enough, again, like, I'll be putting my, the link to my community on here, The Righteous Path. And then I'm going to try to build that up again and just try to get quite a audience in there. But yeah, this is the start of the new start, the start of the new chapter. Let's get it going, you know. Posting content can really like change your life in many ways. Anything can happen with this content creation stuff, being an influencer, a coach, or whatever. And that's what I'm going to strive towards doing. Probably just influencing at the minute. Coaching isn't my priority, you know. But yeah, I just know content creation is definitely worth doing. So that's my focus. But either way, I hope you have a blessed day. If you've come across this, you've gotten this far, thank you. I respect you for having, you know, such a high attention span. You know, no editing in this video, nothing. This is just going to be a talking video. You know, I like it this way. It's not exactly gonna be here for reach. It's more here just for consistency. Um, you know, over time, I'm gonna work on the editing, stuff like that. You know, but of course, you've seen with me in the past, I have just kept it this sort of way. But I definitely should work on the editing. Maybe I should be less, less lazy with my content creation on YouTube. Would probably serve me more. But it's easy. It stands out because not many people post like this anymore. But once again, you don't really get much reach. But we'll figure it out. I'll figure it out along the way. But either way, stay blessed, people. Thank you.